그새야 분노의 묘하습니다.
You know what that is? That
I have
means
no idea what that is.
that's time for Anime Out of Context, and that is a submission from Richie from You Haven't Heard This Music podcast. He submitted his own idea for the Anime Out of Context transition. So, Richie, thank you, pal.
Thank you.
Tell Wayne I'm anxious to hear his submission as well.
Yeah, apparently there's a little competition over the You Haven't Heard This Music podcast verse between Richie and Wayne. They're trying to see who comes up with the better stinger, the intro stinger.
Yes, I am very excited. That was very fun, and thank you for submitting that, sir. If you want to submit your own, if you have an idea for something that would be a fun musical intro for this segment, Anime Out of Context, feel free. Hit us up on social media, join our Discord, drop it in there like Richie did, like a cool cat that he is, just dropped it right in there for everyone to listen to. We'd love to hear it. We'd love to hear what you can come up with.
Dropped it in there like a mouse.
Because you all are some creative motherfuckers, and I would love, love, love to hear what else you can come up with. Give me a second, Justin, because I'm switching over the roles as we speak.
All right. I'll go ahead and close this. I was going to say, am I Dark Schneider again?
You are, actually. Originally, okay. I wasn't going to have you do it. I was like, it makes sense to keep you. But now that you mentioned this voice modifier, I was like, actually, I'm going to change one of these roles. I think I'm going to be a different character. So, welcome to Anime Out of Context. Fastly becoming one of my favorite new segments that we do. This is your first time checking this out. Essentially, what happens is Justin and I get a script. 99% of them I've created. They are segments from anime shows, and they are scenes that I think are fucking bizarre, strange, and hilarious. And I type them up, and I sign roles. And then Justin essentially gets to do a cold read of it. He has no context for the scene, what's going on. And my goal is to give him the roles that have the most insane dialogue so that he can just read them and not really know what the hell is going on. So this is going to be part 2 of Bastard, an anime that is available on Netflix, an anime I don't particularly enjoy, but I watched all 12, 13 episodes because I'm like, there's a lot of content to mine here for Anime Out of Context. This particular one comes from season 1, episode 5, known as Showdown. And Justin, you can go ahead and open up the script now if you haven't already.
Oh, it's open.
You are going to be playing Dark Schneider and Gara. So, Dark Schneider is an extremely powerful and equally arrogant dark wizard who wants to conquer the world. You'll also be playing...
Who sounds like this a little bit, huh?
Yeah. Justin made a strong choice for how Dark Schneider sounds.
Choice. Yeah.
And
that
Gara,
sounds like Dark Schneider to me.
Gara is a general and a leader of the ninja army. The ninja army.
Gara.
Gara.
A general and leader of the ninja army.
I will be playing Yoko, a late teen girl, daughter of Gio Noto Soto, and she has the ability to summon an evil wizard with a kiss. I'll also be playing Efreet, a demon god of fire. So this is going to be fun, and I am going to use my voice modulator. We'll see how well I can switch in and out of this. This should be a treat. Okay.
This will be a treat.
Here we go. The demon god Efreet unleashes deadly flames, and Dark Schneider must find a way out in order to save Yoko.
Burn to crisp, you puny human brat! Guns and roll!
The room explodes into a fiery hellscape. Dark Schneider holds up his hand, casting a barrier of protection.
No, that son of a bitch! He can't use the same spell!
So it seems you know a little bit of magic, do you?
This is bad. My vision is blurry from the poison.
Meanwhile, Gara looks down in the prison pit at Yoko, arms crossed and smiling arrogantly.
Clerics and wizards use 4 different types of magic. These categories are based on the source of its power. The first type is magic based on mental strength and life force. The second type is white magic, which gets its power from faith in the gods. The third type is dark magic, which comes from hell, which comes from making a pact with a demon in hell.
And the last type is spirit magic.
Oh, aren't you a smart one? So knowledgeable. Spirit magic is based on forming a pact with the spirits that live in the 4 elemental planes: earth, fire, water, wind. Pull out your textbooks. Schneider mainly uses that dark magic. His specialty is lightning magic, which comes from the wind elemental plane. And flame magic, which comes from the fire elemental plane. Efreet comes from the fire elemental plane. Can you guess what that means for Schneider, young lady?
Oh, no.
That's right. If he uses any of his fire spells, his most powerful magic, there's no way he'll be able to stop Efreet. And that's not all. If he tries to use Hellion, it will only boost the flame god's power more.
Back at the battle, Schneider struggles to keep up the barrier while Efreet continues to blast the room with fire.
This isn't good. It's so hot. At least twice as hot as my own Guns N' Roses spell. The flames outside his barrier are over 1,000 degrees. Too bad I don't know any cold spells and never cared much for the cooling element.
You call yourself a wizard, but you don't even know a cold spell?
Shut up, you stupid monster. Humans have all their own strengths and weaknesses.
They also love to make excuses. No matter, I'm going to turn that fire magic strength of yours against you.
His flame attack will be hotter than 2,000 degrees. This room's about to turn into a sea of magma. This barrier won't protect me, but who cares? Let's go, you monster!
Die, human! Hellion flame!
The flames grow hotter and furiously swirl around until the room explodes. In the white hot flame stands a shadow. It's Schneider!
Have you gone mad, human? Are you hoping to get burned to death, you puny imbecile? The measly life of a human goes by in the blink of an eye, and you decided to throw yours away. What a fool.
Brain, now you're brain dead. What?
What the? Are you really trying to cast a spell from within the fire?
Obey your coven of blood. Come forth from the land of Abaddon.
No way you're using that spell. That idiot. Stop this, human. Fire magic won't work against the likes of me.
Gehenna flames! Form a fiery blast and burn through all before me.
I said it won't work.
Go Exodus!
Schneider shoots forward, punching Efreet in the stomach with red-hot rage fire magic.
No way! Bastard! How did you do this? It's over 20,000 degrees, hotter than the melting point of rock.
I used the super high temperature flames and added my spell on top. For someone with my magic level, that was no sweat at all. Die, demon!
You used my Hellion spell to help you? There's no way!
Schneider blasts Efreet into the prison chamber as Gara and Yoko look on. Efreet lays on the ground in defeat.
Damn it. I can't believe he used an extra hot flame spell to slay the demon god of fire himself. This is the only time I've actually lost, ever since I was born, over 300 years ago.
You're a damn punk. You like to keep calling me a little human, but you're even younger than me.
Efreet lets out a sigh and in a flash of flames and smoke turns into a magical sword.
Why?
And scene.
Good Christ. Oh my God. That was... Oh. I read it and I still don't know what I read.
All right, Justin, take me through it.
No. I don't wanna.
I said take me through it. What was your favorite part?
When it ended. Let me pull it back up. I closed it very quickly.
You're like, I'm done with this. I'm out of here.
I'm done with this. I'm done with Efreet.
I personally love the lore dump, like explaining how magic works.
My God. I mean, here, let me just pull this up again here. Yeah. This is the thing, I guess. I just don't understand how this is entertaining in anime, where clerics and wizards use 4 different types of magic. Now, these categories are based on the source of its power. The first type of magic is based on mental strength and life force. The second type is white magic. The second type is white magic, which gets its power from faith in the gods. The third type is dark magic, which comes from making a pact with a demon in hell. Spirit magic is based on forming a
Yeah.
It's just that was.
Because here's the thing.
That was the worst. Why? There's nothing even creative about that sounds like someone explaining the rules of a game that I don't want to be playing.
100%. And here's the thing. This is episode 5 of a 13 episode season.
Jesus.
So we're almost halfway through and they do this lore dump. And I'll be honest with you, this doesn't really come back again. Like, this is a lot of rules, and maybe it does because it may come out down the road, but this isn't something that's like regularly referenced. You see people using magic, and anime has a tendency to like over-explain what's happening. Like, you get internal thoughts and things like that, but this is egregious in that they're like, well, we got to explain what's about to happen here so that we know like why, Dark Schneider, why him using fire against the fire guy is a bad idea. And here's all this other stuff. It's just like, Jesus Christ.
So wait, I still don't understand how his flame will attack. This room's about to see him. Barry won't protect me. Let's go. So what? How did he win? How did Dark Schneider win?
He tells you at the end, Justin, he used the super high temperature flames and added his spell on top.
You know what? I don't care.
And for someone with his magical power level, it was no sweat at all. For the record, I don't know what he did either.
What a great pun.
Right?
No sweat at all.
My favorite part of you reading that is when you got to brain, now you're brain dead. He's casting a spell.
Okay.
And it's not abundantly clear. You just saw that and you're like, what? And then you're like, obey our covenant of blood, come forth from the land of Abaddon. Gehenna flames from a form of fiery blast and burn through all before me. Go, Exodus! Like those are the magic words to cast his spell.
Did not know that. See, when he said brain, now you're brain dead, I heard it more sing-songy as if he was taunting him.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't the spell. He was saying, literally, it's so hot in here, you're now brain dead.
Yeah.
You're just a pile of goo.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're a vegetable. Congrats. Yep. You're a roasted carrot.
My other one was just when Efreet, this demon lord of fire, was like, it's over 20,000 degrees, hotter than the melting point of rock. Like, thanks. Thanks for the update.
Does that have any bearing on anything we're doing?
Now we know it's really hot. I mean, I think 1,000 degrees is hot. Is
Efreet made of rock?
No, he's a demon. He's a fire demon. But it's so hot that you can burn a rock. Like, that's how hot it is.
Cool. This room's about to turn into magma.
Yeah, it is bonkers.
I think the other thing too is I had one of those brain farts where as you were reading the where was it? Yeah, as you were reading the Efreet line, and you decided to throw yours away. What a fool! I was frantically. You ever look at a word and you're like, wait, I couldn't tell if it was Brain or Brian, and I had that moment where I was just like, uh-oh. I can see the letters. I know it says Brain, but I just had that fart, and I'm like, well, maybe it's Brian. Now you're. And that was like Brian dead. That dead
You're like,
Brian.
Let's go, Brandon.
It must be Brain, yeah. Brian, you dead, Brian.
You dead, Brian.
You dead.
You piece of shit.
You piece of shit.
So
you fire god.
That was anime out of context. Hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, we'll do this one more time on the way out. Yeah. Just so you all know, there will be more bastard segments to come. So I took notes. There's at least 2 or 3 more. So.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Man, I'll tell you what, Dark Schneider really takes a.
I feel like Garo was the one. The gravelly Garo was the one that really got you.
Yeah.
I love it. Richie goes, "I'm wet. You should be, sir. You should be."
You're welcome.
Emilio says, "I absolutely love this new segment. I'm glad you do. 10 out of 10. Thank you, sir. I have a lot of fun with it." Thank you, Potty Plant. I'm glad you like it as well.